Now for the riff, inflation heating up again. Joe Biden slapping tariffs on Chinese products we mostly don't buy. Meanwhile, our nation's finances are in complete tatters. Just a couple points here. The recent string of hotter-than-expected inflation reports continue. The April Producer Price Index, whose top-line number jumped roughly 6% at an annual rate. And then there's the small business sentiment from the NFIB, continues to hover nearly 20% below levels during the Trump years. Today, President Biden comes out with a bunch of new tariffs on China, including electric vehicles and steel products that Americans hardly buy any. We already have 40 to 50% type tariffs on most of these products, plus numerous anti-dumping provisions that were put into place during the Trump years. There were no counter moves or strategies to help American exporters or U.S. business ownership in China. No demands made to stop intellectual property theft or the forced transfer of technology, or nothing to mandate China purchases of American farm or other commodities. Nothing. The Bidens did not address the problem of cheap Chinese cars manufactured in China but exported under the radar screen from Mexico to avoid USMCA tariff and domestic content provisions. Maybe most importantly right now, no Biden attempts to stop China from importing Iranian and Russian oil. Not a peep. That broke all the sanctions, essentially financing 2 wars against the United States. Not a peep on that from the Bidens. Too little, too late, too meek. All right? And then finally, the matter of America's crumbling finances. Mr. Biden's in denial about $2 trillion budget deficits as far as the eye can see. Publicly held federal debt projected to rise from $28 trillion this year to $48 trillion over the 10-year CBO budget window. That'll put it at 116% of GDP. Interest expense, which is running around $870 billion today, expected to rise to $1.6 trillion over the budget period. That would put it considerably higher than spending on defense and national security. Food stamps exploding despite recovery from COVID, and of the roughly $110 billion spent on food stamps, that's up 60% from pre-pandemic, by the way. Only 24% of able-bodied recipients are actually working. These are all reasons why Joe Biden may have Donald Trump temporarily locked up in this court, but Trump is pulling away in the key swing states. That is the riff.